in this episode, we're going to have a look at a common problem that can happen when you introduce turbo broadcasts, page morphing, and general interactivity on the website. So in this example, I have an example post and I can update the post and it looks like everything is working just fine. I can simulate a new message, refresh the page and see that a new message has come in. Or in a different browser, I can simulate a new message. So the last message was received at 12:15:08. We'll then simulate a new message and you see that got updated. But the problem comes into play is if I'm working on one browser, so I'll do an example blog post, but then a broadcast comes in, it'll then erase the form data that I was working on. So all of my changes have basically been lost. And that's a major problem. And it's one that you often won't see as you are solo developing because you don't have broadcasts coming in because all the work you're doing is pretty synchronous. The issue comes into play when you have that asynchronous communication on the server from multiple users or multiple browsers that it can then start to become a problem. And there are fixes for this where we can add the data turbo permanent. And I think that will get us a good part of the way. So on the right, as we are making an update to our blog post, we got a message come in. We do not lose our form data thanks to the data turbo permanent. However, now when we go to update our post, you'll see that we don't really get any kind of interaction. And that's because our flash messages, this last rendered at, is all within that data turbo permanent. So it's not going to get refreshed, even though that the changes did persist. And so we have a fix here. And this is what we're going to be looking at in this episode, where as we are making changes and we simulate a new message, we see that the message did come in, even though our last rendered ad hasn't changed. And then we can update our blog post and it gets updated successfully, just as you would expect. And messages can still come in and we would receive that turbo morph. And so that's what we're going to be looking at in this episode is how we can kind of fix that interaction. And for the first part of the episode, we'll be setting up the turbo morph and this example application. To watch this full episode and more videos, visit driftingruby.com and subscribe to the Pro membership.